Hey, Claude Diamond here with lovely Larry and Mariska in Seattle, and they just did a wonderful deal up there. They are really hands-on investors. Tell me about the deal again, guys. It sounded fun, like good money, good fun.
Well, okay, so originally it was a deal that if there were anybody else, we probably would not have done it as far as this particular house goes, because this is the guy that we worked with a lot. And we thought, well, okay, how can we make this a win for him and help him out with his pain? And so we ended up doing a cooperative sort of thing where we put some of our own money into it. Actually, we put a lot of money into it.
Residential house?
Yeah. I just want to clarify that it wasn't so much like a cooperative lease option, but we cooperated with him in a joint venture type arrangement.
Okay.
So we put several $1,000s of our own cash into the house, a lot of time and effort and everything else. But we, like I said, we normally would not have done it because there wasn't enough profit up front as far as what we thought would make it worthwhile. But in the end, yesterday we actually got a lease or a tenant buyers that are going to be moving in the house this Saturday. They're paying a $15,000 upfront option.
You say that so casually. They're paying $15,000 like you just found a penny on the street. Okay. That's a lot of money to a lot of people there. So they're paying $15,000 cash. Does that go in the HIP National Bank, the Gill National Bank?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God! I would expect I don't know. I think that's great. I'm happy. $15,000.
Oh no, don't get us wrong. We're very happy.
I mean, that's we go out for dinner, get a good bottle of wine. Might even be a nookie night. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you have your priorities straight.
I'm not going to comment. So finish the deal, Larry. Before we.
Since it's got brand new carpets, my incredible wife negotiated a $500 pet deposit, and they've got 3 little dogs. We're charging $20 a month pet rent
per pet.
Per bark.
Per bark.
You know.
$20 per bark. So additional $60 per month. That's just added on.
So are you making money per month? Is there passive income here too?
We'll be cash flowing about $350
a month.
Well, that would pay my cable bill, my internet, my TV, my phone.
And then if they do buy in a year, we structured it in such a way. If they do buy in a year, we'll get an additional about $70,000 on the back end. And then if they needed to extend...
Again, $70,000. Okay, yeah. $70,000.
And then we structured it in such a way so that if they need more time, we're going to increase both the rent and the purchase price by 4%.
And if they don't buy, God forbid they don't buy, they move out. You can't do this all over again, can you?
Well, we could, and we probably will. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So these are deals that come out of creativity, marketing, speaking to people, knowledge, gut sales, asking questions, qualifying, working smart. Okay. Can anybody do what you're doing, or are you guys special? Do you have special DNA?
Well, I like to think that we're special, but this is not something that you're born with. It's a skill that can be learned.
Gosh, if someone wants to learn more about you wonderful people, and you don't answer your own phone and stuff like that, do you, or have a web page?
Well, yes, and yes.
Thank
you, Claude, for that. So our website is leaseoptionseattle.com.
That's great. And you guys, that people can call you and find out how to do deals and business up there in Seattle, right?
Absolutely.
Or you can help investors or work with people who are stuck with houses to get rid of or maximize their profit potential, or someone who's renting that wants to get into a home and needs a plan. You can do all these things with people.
Exactly. And here's the really interesting thing, and I'm glad you mentioned that. We actually have been finding a lot of rehabbers and builders coming to us because maybe they're not, Seattle itself is hot, so that's the problem. But when they're a little bit outside of the city, sometimes they're finding that, the market just isn't turning those houses quite as quickly as they thought. And so we're finding that we're actually getting a lot of builders and rehabbers coming to us for repeat business to help them move property.
And their perception is you're someone they like, someone they trust, someone who has knowledge that can help them solve their problem. You are their doctor.
It's a specialized knowledge.
Which is the philosophy I think we all believe in. Before we go, because I got to go, because I don't like nobody likes long videos. One quick question. Seattle, Washington has just passed the $15 an hour minimum payment, minimum per hour wage rule.
Right.
Do you think that's good or bad in 30 seconds for the economy?
I'm not for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that the marketplace needs to work itself out. And
Good answer.
And really, it's kind of in real quick. There's places in Seattle where the minimum wage is going to be $15 an hour, but you go across the street and it's in a different city, and the wage is going to be $9 an hour. How is that business that's across the street going to compete with the $9 an hour?
And how are the unskilled? I mean, there's a lot of young unskilled workers. How are they going to get their first new job? If the threshold is $15 an hour, they're going to hire somebody with more experience if they have to pay that kind of money. So I don't know that it's going to necessarily help.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Successful people with opinions, with entrepreneurial thoughts, great business. Yeah, we made $15,000 upfront, non-refundable. This great attitude. And once again, your webpage is?
LeaseOptionsSeattle.com.
Hey, thanks. Oh, and you guys do a trip, which I participate in, to Hawaii every year.
Oh, man, I think if you could, we are so looking forward to seeing you again in Hawaii.
Where can people find out more about that? On Lease Options Seattle?
EvergreenSuccessEvents.com.
Oh, is that long?
I know.
Yeah. But easy to remember. Evergreen Success Events.
And that's once a year, a small group of us get together and we mastermind and we role play and we learn state-of-the-art stuff. Hey, you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Bye.